with Consulting, Solution Director and Development. And my part in this webinar is the technical benefits and the requirements.
That's Carmen Novak speaking. I'm working for the PTV Group since 2009. I'm the Chief Product Manager for Maps and Content. And again, I'm working hand in hand with sales, marketing and product management. That's my role, also responsible for the navigation and for the legal topics.
Then we have Daniel Möbers, who is our chat moderator. He takes care of the technical questions you might have during the session. Daniel joined PTV about 4 years ago. He's product manager for X servers, and he's also working in close contact with sales, consulting, and also in touch with some major customers. And finally, this is Bernd Welter. I'm working for PTV for about 16 years now. I'm the head of the professional services team and also technical consultant dealing with our developer components. So I'm one of the users from within PTV who is, in contact with the X servers. I'm also the administrator of our generic X server forum, and if you have technical questions during the session or after the session, you can get in touch with me and I will take care of you then. Just use my email address.
Okay, let's have a look at the agenda. We first like to introduce you to the benefits and a special feature for the China Map in the cloud. Then Carmen will tell you something about the coverage and data content. Then I will take over again and introduce the features and constraints. Then Carmen tells you something about the legal conditions, and last but not least we will give you some information about how to get access and provide a little demo for you. So the benefits of the PTV China Map in the cloud is that there is the PTV API available, so you don't need to adapt to a new interface. You already knew the X servers and feel familiar with them, so that's perfect and you can just use it on X server internet. We have experts which hosts this China Map, so as we provide a 99% availability and a 24/7 service support. So if there anything's wrong with the cluster, you will be informed. Our special feature, or the special feature we provide for, especially for the China Map, is this coordinate transformation tool, which gives you the possibility to transform your longitude coordinates into the proprietary Chinese coordinate system. You need to do that for all your coordinates which you like to use with the X servers, because the map has this proprietary coordinate system and you have to transform them first before you use them in the X server then. So now I hand over to Carmen.
Getting to the coverage and data content. The coverage of this map is China mainland, means Hong Kong and Macau is not part of this this map, of this service. It covers the whole street network, also some land use background information. The street network is very, very detailed. You will see it later. We are really down to the lowest level there. Furthermore, we've got address points and POIs available. The address points are covering the private addresses in China, while the POIs are more, they are covering much more content, like you probably usually aware of. They nearly cover all commercial points in the map. There is no standard additional content available for this map, like you're probably aware of, so thinking about truck attributes or traffic patterns or something like that. This is not available for this map. This is basically not available at all. It's not only that we haven't implemented it, it is purely not available for China. Nevertheless, we have got some additional data sets available, which could be licensed on top. This information covers administrative boundaries, postal boundaries, those are 4 to 6 digits. We've got also car registration data for China on level postcode 6 and land use in categories, for example, type of groups. This data needs to be licensed on top. We already had some experience with some with those requests. Therefore, we could sell it, license it to you, ready to use. It is set licensed additionally, but not part as X-Server Internet automatically.
Yeah, so if you like to use this data, you need to implement the visualization on client side, for maybe with leaflet or other map control. So about the features of the PTV China Map, be aware to use for all use cases or for all modules the Chinese coordinate system. We provide the mapping feature all over the country, and routing is possible where you can see the streets in the map. The map matching is possible all over the country as well, where the streets are available, and the trip planning as well. We have some constraints for the geocoding, so we only support the single field search with the mentioned method find address by text, and the geocoding is possible with the commercial addresses included in the POIs and with the address points. You can use Chinese and Latin characters, but the quality is better if you use the Chinese characters because of the search engine. Yes, sorry. We do not provide reverse geocoding for the China map. So if you put in your search text, you get out the coordinate in the proprietary Chinese coordinate system, so you can already use that in the Xroot server. You do not need to transform it before using it in routing. So now I hand over to Carmen again for the legal conditions.
Yeah, before I start with the legal conditions in detail, I would like to say that we are very proud that we could offer this map, that we could get it realized now, since we had to solve many challenges in order to get this done and get it out into the market. One topic for sure is the legal conditions we had to recognize here. We, with our lawyers and also partners in China, we determined the Chinese government legal framework. So we ensure that this is observed. Customers already ask us if we really take care. Yes, we took care we looked at all those details. Nevertheless, the China at all does have a really unsafe legal environment. It really could be that China, our government says from one day to another, stop each internet presentations, each connections to outside of China, and therefore we would have to stop those services immediately. We don't expect this, but nevertheless we cannot guarantee it. There's one further topic we have in mind. Chinese maps has not to leave China mainland. This is very difficult for us, and since usually we are developing the data here in Karlsruhe and get it outside into the world and can install it also on premise. But for China, this is for sure not possible. Therefore, we had to prepare this data with a Chinese partner, with the help of a Chinese partner, so the data could remain in China mainland. Furthermore, map data can be generated by authorized companies only. this means that, for example, OSM data is illegal in China. This means also that we can't prepare OSM data for China. Yes, it could be used outside of China, but for customers inside of China, this is not possible since simply OSM data is illegal. And furthermore, this is a hint for your side, never remove the copyright information. For sure you shouldn't do it all, but here it does have more reason, more deeper reason, since if you would remove the copyright, the Chinese government could not determine anymore who is the map generator, and therefore they would probably address you as the customer using this map or in the internet. Where did you get the data from, and this could cause some some impact, some trouble we could avoid in simply remaining the copyright on the map. You already heard that the map has to be in a proprietary map projection. This is also given by the Chinese government. This is a little bit due to protection, their information, their map information. This means that real GPS data cannot be imported directly. It needs to be converted by the tool Isabel just mentioned. Great thing, what I can tell to you is that we can support all standard license use cases with X-Server Internet. Means you can license call center, asset, internet, all those standard license use cases you are aware of and familiar with in the area of X-Server. One hint as well for you, where we can't help you, is that if you intend to publish the data on the internet, your public website, the public available website needs a registration and approval from the Chinese government. This is nothing we can help you. This is something you need to address directly with the government. So probably you have seen that websites with the extension CN do have an approval code somewhere on the page, and this is something you will really have to take care of when you would start with an internet application in China.
But one question about this, what happens if I want to use this Chinese map within the company, so within the intranet, for example?
This is not an issue, really. Yeah, you could also remove the copyright here, since this is not really accessible to the government. This is not viewable to the public. Okay. All main legal topics are addressing the public available topics.
Okay, let's say a global player like Post, DHL or something who wants to use it in the intranet has some, let's say, he doesn't have to face all these constraints.
No. Some of them, yes. But not all of them.
Okay.
It's really tricky if you would like to be public, and then you'd have to have those hints in your mind.
Okay.
Good. Any questions from your side until now?
Daniel, any questions?
I have one question to Isabel.
There's one question about...
Yeah, just go on, Daniel.
Sorry, it just sounded like Michael was talking. There's one question about the hosting. Is it hosted in China and has to be hosted in China? Is there an on-premise China map?
So I just switched to the next slide. So I can show you. The map is hosted in X-Server Internet in China mainland. So it has to be hosted in China mainland because the map cannot leave the country. So on-premise use is as well not possible because we have only one license for this one deployment.
So in other words, what we offer is a service. We do not offer data.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. Further questions, Daniel?
So
not so far.
Okay, then I hand over to Michael, the solution director. and responsible for the X servers and developer components.
Which kind of X servers are possible to use with the China map?
Yeah, like the features I mentioned before, you can use Xmap, Xroute, Xlocate, Xmapmatch, and Xtour server.
So that means the full scope of functionalities is provided by PTV.
Yeah, the full scope of functionality of X-Server Internet is provided for the China map. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Great. Okay.
Okay, let's go on with the slide. Like I already told you, the China map is hosted on X-Server Internet in Shanghai mainland, and you can access X-Server Internet with an X-Server Internet account. And if you are a customer who likes to test the map, you can as well get a test account. And if you are a customer from outside China, you can use our proxy in Hong Kong to reach the cluster. For details, please ask our support. They can provide you the information how to use the proxy server. And now I'd like to show you how you can register for an X-Server Internet test account. Ben, can you just open the browser, please?
For sure.
So if you navigate to our PTV X-Server developer zone, you will find a button here which allows you to register for a 60 days test period for X-Server Internet. Just fill in your details in the form and you get an access to our X-Server Internet portal, where you will be provided with a token, and this token can be used for the access, for the test access for X-Server Internet and for the China map on X-Server Internet. You can use this token as well for the samples which are available on the developer guide. So just switch back to the slides. How can you find information about the X-Server Internet in the China map? You can find the information. Can you just switch back to the browser, please? Sorry. Okay, you can find information about X-Server Internet and the China map in our X-Server Internet developer guide. We have some programming examples where you can get hints how to use X-Server Internet. We have examples in different languages, so choose your native language and you will be supported with these samples. And if you'd like to know the details about the China map, just navigate to Content and Services. In the General Information section, we have listed all the clusters which are available on X-Server Internet, and you find there the China cluster as well. On the first tab, we listed some general information about the URLs, and in the second tab, we have the information about the coordinate transformation tool. So there are some details how to use it, and you can read them in the documentation, which you can reach with this link. And here are the limitations or constraints for geocoding listed as well, and the features for routing, mapping, trip planning, and map matching. If we update the cluster, you can find the update information here in the maintenance tab. Then we have planned to update the map once a year.
Yeah.
So next update maybe next year in
springtime.
In springtime, yeah. Okay. This tab is very useful because we provide some tools for the China map as we provide for the other clusters. So you can use the code sample browser and the raw request runner, but you will need your token. So you just type in xtoc as username and your token as password to use this to use the code sample browser and the raw request runner. And if you like to use the leaflet sample, you just need your token. So Ben, can you just open the sample, or do we already have it open? Yeah, we already opened it. That's the sample. So if you open the sample, there will be a prompt for, and you have to enter your token, and then you can see the map and the routing. You now can drag and drop the waypoints and get the maneuvers listed here. You can as well type in your address, your desired address, and it will be automatically geocoded. But I think Bent did provide some other samples which he liked to show us. Am I right?
Are we already in the demo section? So
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just have a look. This is as you can see in the browser's URL bar, this is a local version of the file. We also have a little internet demo, which is on, I have to provide it afterwards, in Oliver's GitHub. And okay, some more examples we have. Let me just interrupt the slides. I have a regular test client I usually take for demonstrations of capabilities of routing with a lot of detailed features. And on top you can see two address fields, as Isabel already mentioned. The xlocate in the China cloud supports the single field search only, so this is why I have just a single field for start and destination. The geocoding result is available here, so this is, let's say, a special way of displaying it with the postcode and the Chinese texts over there. And well, the coordinates are already entered here in my little example, and once I press the button for the routing, then I will get a map like this one with a detailed quality zoom level within China. This is already the map now, and the geocoding has been rendered or performed in the cloud somewhere in China, and the result has been sent to my local sample, like this one over there. What else would you like to see, maybe, Isabel, or any further examples?
Maybe there are questions or requests from the audience.
I can try to prepare something in the background. So.
I have two things here. First thing is about coverage. How about Tibet and the western part of China? Is it included, and how's the coverage there? And the second question is about rendering. Is it possible to have different render types or different themes you can use?
With respect to the coverage, as said, it covers whole of China mainland, but not Macau and Hong Kong. We are checking currently if with the next map update we could include those countries, but today it's not quite sure if we can really get it done. The coverage is quite good for whole of China mainland, since the data provider is a company active in navigation, and therefore all the street information necessary for navigation are included in those maps, and the coverage of the data of the street network is quite impressive.
Okay, let's talk about the map display. I think the question is, can I use other mapping profiles? And yes, you can use all the standard mapping profiles which are included in the PTVX server. So that's so far for the details.
Do we have some additional data provided with the China map?
Already it is covered. Already covered.
Yeah. We just
showed a slide with the additional data. Okay.
Yeah. Are there some further questions, Daniel?
Daniel, further questions?
There's one thing you maybe can clarify. Here's a question. Is it a must to have the coordinates to perform routing, or do you also can you route if you have the addresses?
We have the address points in place, so if you geocode with the addresses and they will be found from using the geocoder, you can use the coordinates you get out of the geocoding and use that for routing. Or if you navigate in the map and click in the map, you can use this coordinate as well for routing. So hope that covers the question.
So that's just the usual concept behind X servers, that it's a modular concept. If you want to display a route which is from one city to another city, for example, then you have to perform it like generating the coordinates using xlocate based on the addresses. Once you have the coordinates, you have to get in touch with xroute to get the polygon coordinates, and then you get in touch with xmap to display the polygon. So that's the modular concept. And if you want to include xtour as well, then you have to send the coordinates of your orders to xtour. We will compute the driving times, driving distances, and prepare the usual planning optimization within xtour. One question from my side is about a customer who has access to X server internet. Does he have to change anything to play with the Chinese map at the moment? Or?
No. All productive licenses have access to all test clusters as well. So as well the China test cluster or the China map cluster. So you can use your productive license to test the China map, but you will only reach the test cluster with this productive license for other clusters.
Okay.
Good. If there are no other questions, I think we can close. We just showed the sample and then we are ready with the session. So thank you for attending our session.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. See you soon. The next English-speaking webinar is, it's German, is in about 3 weeks on June the 22nd, and then I will introduce the players into tour optimization. So much from my side. Any further messages from product management, solution director, or anybody else here in the room?
Yeah.
For any further questions, please contact us, your sales account, or us directly. We are happy to help you, to support you.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And we would be very happy for any feedback when you're testing the China map, so please contact us so that we can improve the China map.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.